Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wednesday here on the Pagan Perspective. I'm your host Eric, and this week we are talking about Jedi and changing the past. This week we're talking about a couple of topics from Wild Silverwolf, who wrote, has anyone heard of the Church of the Jedi Order, also known as the Temple of the Jedi Order? Do you think this falls under the broad umbrella term of paganism? I'm a little torn on my opinion on this, actually, because I only found one, I only looked until I found one reference on the internet, and it seemed very much like a philosophy as opposed to a religion, but they do call themselves the Church of the Jedi Order, or the Temple of the Jedi Order. So I can't say one way or another definitively, but the way it kind of felt to me was, yes, it's a church. No, it's non-Abrahamic. It is universalist. It literally is. There's a force in the universe that ties everything together, and it's a force, it's an energy, it's a thing. And that in and itself, if all Jedi believe that there is a force, that the force is a thing, then yes, if that is a requirement, then I would say that it is a pagan religion. Otherwise, it is more of a philosophy that, we are all connected in some way or another. And lots of people besides Jedi feel that way. But I say good for them, and awesome. And no, I don't want to play Jedi, or I don't want to be Jedi. I shouldn't say play. I apologize. But I would say, yes, I've heard of them, and yes, I would say that in that incarnation, it is part of the umbrella pagan style religion. The second, or B, if you could go back to the day or event that started you on the path that you are on now, what, if any, would you change, do differently? Would you come out of the broom closet to a friend or family member sooner, or would you choose to stay in the broom closet with certain people whom you told? Just some examples to get you thinking. Well, the only thing, and I've thought about this for the last 3 or 4 weeks because I really like the idea of this topic, and the only thing that I could feasibly come up with that I would change about my past in my path is that I would have more gradually and more openly shared my path and the information that I believe with my son, because I did not bring him up. I mean, he lives with his mom, and she raises him, and I see him, weekends and holidays sometimes, and, I get to see him. But I have never outwardly tried to share my spiritual beliefs with him. He's a little more interested now, so there will be some teaching going on, and he will learn, but he didn't grow up knowing that Dad's religion was different than Mom's religion and Grandma and Grandpa's religion. He didn't know exactly what was going on with me when it came to spirituality, and I would probably change that. But as for the rest of it, the decisions that I have made in my path and in my spiritual life, and just for myself and for my own spiritual edification, I would not change any of those decisions, because those decisions are what has brought me to where I am and helped to make me the person that I am. And I would not change that for the world. So I just, I don't think I could bring myself to change any of those decisions, even if it would make my life easier or put me in a place where I was, a pillar of the community or any of those things, because I'm not specifically, I don't intend to be a pillar of the community. That's not my point. I am in a good place, and I like where I am. So changing those decisions would change where I am and who I am, and probably what I believe. And I don't know that guy, so I don't I don't think I'd change anything, even if it could somehow make things for the better. Anyway, that's my idea on the topics, but I do want to talk to you guys about kind of what's going on. I don't know if there are any rumors going around, but this will be my last Pagan Perspective video. It's nothing to do with the channel or any sort of disagreement. It's just time for me to move on to other things, not necessarily bigger, not necessarily better, but the time has come that I need to be more focused on my home life and what's going on immediately around me. I'll still be watching the videos, and I will still be commenting when I can get a word in edgewise, but this will be my last Pagan Perspective video. I'm going to help the channel out with the auditions this year, and then I will not be coming back after January 5th, I think, is when the videos will start up again. But I just wanted you guys to know, so you weren't wondering, hey, where's Eric? How come he's not doing Wednesdays anymore? It is because I'm leaving the channel. A few things I would like to say before I go. First, to Kara and Kyle, I have to say thank you for making this channel and making it such a phenomenal place to share our creativity and our thoughts and our opinions on all of these wonderful topics that the viewers send in, and to make it a place where anyone can bring their ideas, and so long as they are not being mean or spiteful, those ideas are heard. That is an important thing that the community as a whole, both worldwide and in our local areas, needs to be focused on more than it really is. And I want to thank you both for creating this channel and making it a place where people feel safe to come and express their opinion. Dancing Rabbit, I just wanted to say that I appreciate your candor and your ability to persevere in the face of the obstacles that you have been throughout the years. You're an inspiration to me, and I will continue to watch all of the videos here on Pagan Perspective, but I think I look forward to Dancing Rabbits the most, more or less. Megan, thank you for saving my bacon so many times on weeks that I have not been able to post. Thank you to everyone for putting up with all of my crap and all of my questionable opinions at times, and not harping on me too bad when I mispronounce things or misspeak or just put my foot in my mouth in general. I also want to say specifically to the viewers, those of you who are active on the page in the comments section on the videos, and sharing and making Pagan Perspective more widely seen. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't still be doing it. If it was, Kara and me and Rich and, everyone else, if everyone else was not having any views, if we got, 10 views per video per month, we would, I don't know if it would have continued for this long, but it is you viewers who make this channel continue. It is you who continues to not only provide the questions for each week's topic, but it is your desire to continue to see these videos that makes the channel continue to be a thing. It continues because you want to see it. If nobody wanted to see it, I'd be willing to bet it wouldn't last for nearly as long as it has. I looked it up the other day, and I have been on the Pagan Perspective for 4 years. I mean, this is my 4th year with the channel, and that's a lot of videos to make, and I've enjoyed it. Sometimes the responsibility got to me a little bit, and sometimes I would sit down to make my video and go, it's taking forever. This sucks up so much of my life. And any of the other hosts can vouch that sometimes that is the way it feels. But as soon as I sit down and I start talking, because when I very first started sitting down and talking to my camera, it was weird because I was talking to a camera. And then after a little while, if you were to go back and watch the videos, you can see the progression of me not talking to the camera anymore, but understanding that you out there, the viewers, you are watching this, and I'm not talking to my camera, I'm talking to you. And I'd sit down and I would just be so frustrated that I had to take all this time. It's like 6 hours out of my day. But then I would sit down and I'd start talking, and before I even got finished with the intro of what today's topic or what this week's topic is, I would be excited about giving this information to you so that you can then take it in and react to it and put your reactions and your comments in the comment section and just make the whole thing a conversation instead of me talking to a camera, because if that were the case, I would have stopped doing this a long time ago. But it's you who continue to drive us to do bigger and greater things. So to all the viewers of Pagan Perspective, thank you so much. But I really have enjoyed my time. I really have. I would not trade in this experience for the world. I'm glad that Kara decided, and everybody else, I'm assuming at the time, decided that I was interesting enough to allow access so that I could upload my videos. And it has certainly made my life better over the past 4 years. But as sad as it may be, this is my last video. But thank you all for watching. And although I will not see you next time, throughout your wanderings and throughout your world, may the sun shine above, and may Odin be with you.